who was in the Pro Bowl when you were there? Because this is in Hawaii, obviously.
Yeah.
Or was that the old Iolani Hotel as well, like
Yes.
back in the day?
Yeah.
Where everybody's staying in the same hotel and the practice field was right next door, and then the beach was right
Yeah.
behind that, and
Yes.
you didn't have to move.
Didn't have to move, and then the next year it was in Orlando. So I was happy that I was able to play there one of the last years because it's just the nostalgia of being in Hawaii, the Pro Bowl. That year, I think Chris Johnson. I don't think Chris played. I think he had an ankle injury. Marshawn Lynch, I think, was the alternate. So it was me, Marshawn, Leon Washington
from the Jets.
Yeah, me and Leon both were in the Pro Bowl the same year.
No kidding.
I can't remember who the other back was.
So how big was your family that you had to bring?
Oh, I ended up having a party in Hawaii. I ended up flying about 50 people.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, that's the whole thing about the Pro Bowl back in the day is that, for the first three quarters.
Ronnie Brown was the
other one too. Yeah. So back in the day, so the first three quarters, there wasn't a lot of action.
No.
Then the fourth quarter, everyone does the math about how much of a difference it is to win and lose this game and how much money you've spent on bringing your family and your friends out there, and you start doing the math. It's just like, I better win.
We have to win so we can get the bigger
even.
check.
It's right.
Yeah.
The difference between breaking even or not. I remember that.
I had a big party over there. I had Angie Martinez. That's when I had my music label as well. I had a music label while I was in the NFL, and so I was really good friends with a lot of different DJs. DJ Clue, Angie Martinez, she hosted the event. All the guys that were in the Pro Bowl came. It was a lot of fun, and that was just a time that I wanted all my family and friends and people there, so it was worth it. But the first three quarters, like you said, in the Pro Bowl, there was at one point I was talking to my family on the sidelines.
Yeah, right.
And the fourth quarter, all of a sudden, the energy just shifted, and it went into playoff mode because guys are like competing like the last 8 minutes of the fourth quarter. I think we lost. Peyton Manning was a quarterback. It's like 14 years ago.
How many Pro Bowls did you make? Was that the only one?
Yeah, that was the only one.
You didn't give out your room number to anybody, did you?
No.
Because you know what happens there, right? Back in the day, they put the veterans put their drinks and their food on your room. Oh yeah, that's how I believe Sean Merriman once got like a $20,000 tab.
No, that wasn't going to happen to me, especially
everyone
at that
put
time.
it on their room. Yeah, when the year Romo made it, Sean Payton was busting his stones and broke the huddle of an NFC practice with Romo's room number. That actually happened.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see that happening. I mean, that essentially happened to me my rookie year. I was a 7th overall pick, so I had, in a little ways, some ways, I mean, I had to buy breakfast and all that stuff. So, I mean, I had a tab for the entire season, breakfast tab. So I know what that felt like.
A breakfast tab?
Yeah, it was a breakfast tab.
Were they putting filet mignons on it anyway? Just a little steak and eggs?
Well, sometimes. And then Thursday night, running back dinners. So I had a tab pretty much halfway, every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday.
Any day that ends in Y, pretty much. It sounds like Thomas Q. Jones here on the Rich Eisen Show, going back.
Jay Cutler, the other AFC quarterback.
Was that Jay Cutler was a quarterback?
Peyton Manning.
Yeah, Jay was a quarterback that season as well. I remember because I think I sat next to Jay on the bus going to practice one day, and it was one of the most awkward bus rides. I mean, we're just sitting there like next to each other and didn't say anything. It was like, and I expected for some reason, I don't know. I thought that we might have a conversation, quarterback, running back, but I think I may have said hello or something. He
said nothing to you?
Maybe he was focused on the practice or something. I don't know.
Oh,
but that's how I remember Jay Cutler was on the team.
Oh, and Brett Favre made it.
Yeah, Brett made it. He didn't play though.
Okay.
That was the Brett Jet season.
Yeah.
How did he make the Pro Bowl that season?
And Rich, looking at Thomas's stats with your Jets in 3 seasons, 3,800 yards rushing, 28 touchdowns.
Serious.
13 and 14 touchdowns in back-to-back seasons.
You were one of my favorite Jets.
Man,
crazy.
Thank you. That was an incredible time for my career because I finally felt like I was in a place where not only was I not necessarily wanted, because I definitely felt wanted in Chicago, but I felt like a veteran and I was allowed to lead without any repercussions or
they gave you the ball.
Anything after.
They gave you the ball. They're like, okay, you are going to be the engine.
Yeah, and it wasn't like I had to, constantly feel like there was someone behind me. You know, and obviously that's a part of the NFL. It's the, you know, it's competition, and that's great. You know, it makes you better. But I think there I felt like at ease, like, okay, this is my show. You know, and I think that's why I was able to perform at such a high level.
And get all the way to the Pro Bowl so you can have no conversation with Jay Cutler on the way to the stadium.
I think Jay was focused that day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good excuse. That's good.